Hey guys, how we going? So this is I'm not even sure what we should call this day. The day of judgment. The day of judgment. Judgment Day. Is that a good name for today? This for me is mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. Sorry I made everyone wait, and welcome to Defending Elvis. Let me get the comments up on here. Now, guys, you're not going to like everything I have to say. So a couple of people have messaged me. You're not going to... I could say things to you that are music to your ears. All right, someone's just sent me something. So Nicola's just sent me something from to do with Riley. I might read that. Let's have a look. I might read because it's concerning. But before I read that, I want to just say something to you. Right, guys, I know that we're all upset with Priscilla. So much wrongdoing. So much wrongdoing, isn't it? So much. So we all are upset. We're all mad at Priscilla. Yeah? Remember, we are a show that exposes Priscilla's wrongdoing. Yeah? Well, let's face it, guys. It's a big part of defending Elvis, isn't it? Yeah? A lot of the people, they might not want to admit it to me, but I know, I would say probably more than half the people on my show hate Priscilla. Hate her. Now, if people want to hate her, that's up to them. Yeah? That's not how I defend. I defend how... Let me just make this smaller. I defend how Elvis would be okay with. Yeah, in my opinion, we have to defend as Elvis would want us to. Kind, respectfully, yes. No hate. We have to. We don't have a choice. So I could sit here. Guys, and I could say, yes, victory. Finally, we've proved that Priscilla killed her daughter. Yeah? Killed her. She could have been resuscitated and lived, but finally we've proved that Priscilla is a monster and killed her daughter. I'm not going to say that to you guys. And do you know what? If I did say it, many of you would be happy and cheer. But that's not what I'm going to do. Now, you're going to get all the hating channels. You're going to get all the hating channels spreading hundreds of comments and messages all around YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. Everywhere. Yes, finally, we've got our proof. Brigitte Kruse has said it in her lawsuit. It must be evidence. It must be true. Why would Brigitte Kruse say it? Why would Brigitte Kruse say it if it's not true? She's got too much to lose. Get it, guys? All the Priscilla haters will rejoice for a day. Rejoice in the knowledge that Priscilla is going to jail and she is a monster and she killed her daughter. That's what everyone wants, isn't it? Isn't that what the majority of Priscilla haters want? Unfortunately, it's not that simple. You have a lawsuit between Brigitte Kruse, who also has done a lot of wrongdoing concerning Elvis. She helped Priscilla negotiate things with Riley Q. Her and Priscilla were selling things, I think, under dodgy circumstances, allegedly. Everything I say on the show is alleged for entertainment purposes. Yeah? Not a fact, just a discussion. Yeah? Do you get it, guys? Get it, guys? Emily, Emily, don't turn it around. You know exactly what I'm saying. Emily, you know exactly what I'm saying. Don't twist my words. I'll just block you. Yeah? What I'm trying to say is this. Yeah? What I'm trying to say is very simple. We don't know the truth. We don't know the truth. We don't know what's happened. We don't know what game Brigitte Kruse is playing. We don't know it, do we? Do we, guys? You've got Brigitte Kruse, who is losing a lawsuit and stands to lose everything. Yeah, it's a massive lawsuit. It's a massive lawsuit. Isn't this a massive lawsuit? Yeah, she can literally lose everything. Her company. This is going to cost tens of millions of pounds to fight. So she's losing. So Brigitte Kruse. Brigitte Kruse, right, is trying to fight her corner. She's going, oh my God. Brigitte Kruse is trying to fight her corner. She's like, oh my God, I'm losing this lawsuit. How do I get out of this? Now, someone has sent me this. I wanted to read this. Let's have a look. Now, please remember, I'm on.
No judgment. It's totally okay. You're totally fine.
Let me just get it up for you guys. Now, please remember that I'm on the side of exposing Priscilla. I want to expose Priscilla. I want to expose her. Yeah. I want to go, do you know what? Look, haha. Look what she's done. It's horrible. She's been trashing Elvis for 40 years. Look at all the horrible things that she's done, which we've listed many times. The unfaithfulness, the divorce settlements, the disgusting way that she treated Lisa, the Scientology stuff, and many other things. Yeah. I want to expose Priscilla, but I'm not going to be tricked into this game that's being played. There is a game being played at the moment, a game, yeah? And the game is, there is these two people fighting for money and for power. Money and power, yeah? Large amounts of money, tens of millions of pounds, yeah? So Brigitte finds herself in a position where nothing's working for her. The whole bullshit that she came out with about Elvis having a secret grandchild didn't work for her. She thought that, I think that Brigitte thought she was going to scare, I thought Brigitte thought that she was going to scare Priscilla away by saying, oh, look, I'm going to expose the fact there's a secret grandchild. You know, the John Travolta stuff. You know, that an egg was donated either from Riley or from Lisa. I think that little game plan that she had just didn't work. Yeah. Priscilla, you never underestimate Priscilla. She has very expensive lawyers. She's very, very wise, experienced in lawsuits. Yeah. So, oh, well done, mate. She has. Oh, that's cool. Oh, well done. Let's show them. Da, da, da. So she has, well done, mate. That's so cool. I like your red top. Very cool. Look, shall I show them one here? Spider mat. Tino, spider mat, Tino home. So they're looking at you there. See? Very good.
It also has the beetle truck on it, what Linda gave me.
Oh, that's yeah, because Linda gave you a nice gift, didn't she? And Nicola did as well. Right, let me just read these comments. I agree, it's disgusting. Either way, it's not true. It should never have come out of her mouth.
George a road.
Oh, that's so cool, mate. You drawed a road. So was, Andrew, you say, so was Brigitte there in person when it all came out? What particular thing do you mean, Andrew? Brigitte seems to be full of accusations like the grandson thing. Yeah, you know, as soon as I discuss the grandson stuff, I'm like, Brigitte is up to something. I think there's a game plan. Yeah. So what I want to do is I'm going to play. No, I was going to read you something. That's what it was. So we've had the reaction from, is it Marty Singer? Is that his name? We've had them. Actually, I think what I'll do, because Tina wants to play, I think what I'll do, I think I'm gonna play you the Joe Sins interview. Now, Joe, I really like what Joe does, because he tries to off Rare Elvis Photos, yeah? He tries to make sense of it all. Yeah? Let me just find it a minute. Congratulations, don't you? Ah, there he is. Right, let's see, you can see it. Let me just get it up for you. I am going to read. Let's just get this off a minute. I am going to read. Look, that's better. Let's get Joe up. One second, guys. Yeah, that's fine. So they can see you. Let me just history. We like that. It's dancing. Right, I tell you what, I wish I had a toy like that when I was a kid. Right, here we go, guys. So, right, okay. Let's have a listen.
Welcome back to Rare Elvis Photos. It's a sad day. You know, Lisa Marie Presley died in 2023 on this date. And, you know, what we're going to cover here and talk about, all of us here on this channel, is...
Let me get it up, guys.
Hard to talk about this, but it's the decision that the family made not to resuscitate Lisa. Now, when I say the family, it's pretty vague, right? We all know that Riley wasn't there. Who's the rest of the family? You know, and I'm going to read something from Here to the Greater Known as well that kind of covers this as well. But it's well known. Let's just kind of go back then before we fully get into this video. Thank you to the super thanks that just got left to me, $14.99. I appreciate that. Thank you to those that subscribe, that like, that comment, that share these videos around, that are a big part of this channel. I've gotten some people that messaged me about being a guest, subscriber guest, in my subscriber series, so that's awesome. I'll be responding back to you. Keep messaging me if you want to be on here as a guest, like Melissa was. So what we know about all of this, let's just take it back to when Elvis passed away. Who was cut out of the will?
That one?
Priscilla.
That one?
Priscilla Bobblehead.
Yeah.
Priscilla Bayou.
That one?
Priscilla Presley. Priscilla
That
not
one?
Presley. Cut out of the will.
That one?
Elvis didn't want her to have a single penny.
No. That
Didn't
one?
want her to have a fiber strand of
That one?
hair. Didn't want her to have a piece of furniture. Didn't want her to have anything. Effectively sliced out of the will. And then, you know, fast forward, you know, she continues to, she wormed her way into the system to become a part of the board of directors, made a ton of money. You know, I've covered all of this before. She squandered her daughter's fortune, her and Barry Siegel, by investing in the American Idol Corporation. Somewhere close to $50 million. Okay? She squandered Lisa's fortune because almost immediately after that, what happens? American Idol goes belly up and rebrands itself Idol, effectively stealing Lisa's money. It's one way to look at it, right? You know? That's Priscilla, the genius businesswoman that she is, the genius that all of her little minions, including the lollipop kids that are out there, you know, give her credit for. So Lisa Marie Presley files for discovery, a lawsuit versus Barry Siegel. Finds out that Mama has been stealing $900,000 a year from her.
So I like this show because it gives Joe Sins, it gives his take on things, how he sees it with the research that he's done. He's just got a very laid back way of discussing it. Okay, guys?
For doing nothing. Something that Barry wrote into it as a co-trustee. And that was 2016, I believe. That caused a lot of stress and duress between her and her mom. Her mom had already taken the side of Michael Lockwood in the divorce filings, and even though Lisa had accused Michael of doing things to the girls or having stuff on the computer, stuff like that, you know, she took Michael Lockwood's side, Priscilla did, over her daughter. So she not only allowed her to be abused by Michael Edwards for all those years, allegedly, right? According to Michael's book and according to Lisa's book. Then she takes the side of Michael Lockwood. So what does Lisa do? Lisa cuts out her mother, but her mom doesn't know. Cuts her mother out of the will. Cuts her mother out of it completely. So not only did Elvis cut out Priscilla, then Lisa cut out Priscilla. But Priscilla still thought that she had the keys to the kingdom, right? Fast forward to the day, you know, let's talk about the, you know, the event celebrating the movie, the Baz Luhrmann movie, where Priscilla and Lisa are sitting there, and Lisa's very uncomfortable and very sickly looking. She had to be helped by Jerry Schilling, you know, very sick.
Let me just pause it. Yeah, so guys, for some reason it's not showing Joe's face, but let's keep listening, guys.
Very obviously sick. Does Priscilla help her daughter then? Nope. She's like, please, please. I shouldn't speculate on that. But she certainly didn't try to get her daughter well. Try to get her daughter well. Try to get her daughter well.
Let me pause it. See if I can make the picture come up, guys. Let's have a go.
Celebrating the movie, the Baz Luhrmann movie, where Priscilla and Lisa are sitting there, and Lisa's very uncomfortable and very sickly looking. She had to be helped by Jerry Schilling, you know, very sick, very obviously sick. Does Priscilla help her daughter then? Nope.
Hang on,
like,
guys.
please.
I'll pause it, I'll delete it, and I'll try and reload it. I'm not sure why it's not showing him. Something. How are we going to do this? So we go. Let's take this down. Right, let me just, I'll remove that one. Bong. Let's see if we can put it up again, guys.
Scan it, go to computer, right, Tiger, you're going to create an ad, and upload photo.
Okay, right. Da, da, da. Here we go. Let's have another go. Can you see that? I'm hoping you'll be able to see that, guys.
Please, please. I shouldn't speculate on that. But she certainly didn't try to get her daughter well.
Oh, well, we tried.
This is all an outsider's perspective, right? Y'all have seen this.
All right, it doesn't seem to be doing it, but it doesn't matter. Let's keep going.
I've seen this. But here's the doozy. You know, yes, Lisa was sick. Yes, she had a lot of issues. Yes, she did have a heart attack. Riley. Well, first, let me talk about the news. You know that I'm gonna read these things back to back, right? Lisa Marie Presley was placed on life support at West Hills Hospital and Medical Center, and due to her bleak condition, her family signed a do not resuscitate order. ET News reported Presley later died after suffering a second cardiac arrest. Here's another article. Okay, this is very important to kind of read all these different things. Lisa Marie Presley reportedly signed a do not resuscitate order before the singer died. Oh, sorry, Lisa Marie Presley's family reportedly signed a do not resuscitate order before the singer died following his second cardiac arrest. Okay? Here's what we do know.
Right, hang on.
The only family that was present.
Hang on, guys. Let me just real talk quietly. Yeah. Let's have a re-listen to that.
Family signed a do not resuscitate order. 18 is reported. Presley later died after suffering a second cardiac arrest. Here's another article. Okay, this is very important to kind of read all these different things. Lisa Marie Presley reportedly signed a do not resuscitate order before the singer died. Oh, sorry, Lisa Marie Presley's family reportedly signed a do not resuscitate order before the singer died, following a second cardiac arrest. Okay.
So is that true? Is that true, guys?
Here's what we do know. The only family that was present, that was family, was Philip. As far as I know, that was an illegal adult, right? Let's read Riley's account of this. Okay? This is important because we know the gigantic war that blew up that I covered and covered and covered. And I was right about, I was right about everything. I covered when Lisa passed. This is Riley, okay? A couple days later, I went back to Vancouver, where I was filming a show. I found myself checking in via text more than usual, but she was less responsive than she normally was. My worry deepened. On the morning of January 12th, my mom texted my dad to Lisa.
Right, here goes, guys. This is interesting.
She texted Danny Keogh and said, "Can you please help? My stomach's hurting worse than ever. Can you bring Tums?" Now, we know that Danny took Harper and Finley to school, right? She probably texted him right when he left. "Bring me back some Tums, please, babe." I've been having a beautiful morning with the baby. I had texted my mom the day before, and she hadn't responded, which was really unlike her. When my dad called, I knew something bad had happened. "It's your mom," he said, "and it's not looking good." My heart stopped. By the time he had gotten to her with the Tums that she'd asked for, the housekeeper had found her on the floor. "They think she's had a heart attack," he said. "She's in an ambulance now. They're trying to resuscitate her." Well, I went right to the airport. So Riley's in Vancouver, Canada. She goes to the airport and gets the first flight she could back to LA. For the whole car ride, and then while I was in the air, my dad and my husband were texting me. "They're at the hospital now. She's still alive. They've resuscitated her. She has a pulse now. They're doing a scan to see what happened."
So this is the scary bit, isn't it? Because she's still alive. They've resuscitated her. There's hope, isn't there? There's like, everything's going to be okay, yeah?
I had my best friend with me on the plane to help with Tupelo. At some point during the flight, my friend said to me, "People live through heart attacks all the time." I looked at her and said, "I don't think she's going to live through it. I don't think she wants to." We were flying somewhere over Yosemite, and I looked down at the wilderness below covered with snow. Tupelo was screaming and crying by now, and she was not a big crier.
So just quickly, someone obviously, Nicola has been talking to me about power of attorney. She says, in relevant cases, it's her next of kin that matters. If married, your husband or wife is automatically your next of kin. But Lisa wasn't married. So you are correct that Riley was Lisa's next of kin as her only living adult. If unmarried adult, children always trump parent as her next of kin. However, if children are not available, the next of kin goes to the parent. So with Riley unavailable, uncontactable, I think she was in an aeroplane, Priscilla was her next of kin. Okay.
Everyone notices that about her, that pretty much all she does is smile. We'll walk through the neighborhood and people will say, "Oh, look, she's smiling at me." And I always hold myself back from saying it's really nothing personal. She smiles at anyone. But sitting on the crowded plane, I could feel that my baby knew something terrible was happening. Because when Tupelo was still in utero, there had been a moment the doctor told us she was underweight. My mom said to me, "Talk to her spirit. Tell her to try to gain a little weight and she'll hear you." So I did. I put my hand on my surrogate's belly at lunch one day, and in my mind I told Tupelo to try and gain a little more weight before her birth. Somehow she ended up gaining the perfect amount of weight. Maybe it worked. On the airplane home, I felt like my mother was between two worlds, being resuscitated, falling, being resuscitated, falling. I wanted so badly to be there with her, spiritually at least, and to tell her that I supported whatever she wanted to do. I closed my eyes and talked to her spirit, just like I had Tupelo's. If you need to go, if you need to stay, stay.
That's interesting. Some flowers.
We were somewhere due west of Death Valley when the text from my dad stopped. I couldn't bear the silence for very long. I texted him, but I already knew.
It's just coincidence that Nicola sent me these same pages.
It was 5:18 when my father texted. She's in cardiac arrest again. Oh, God. At 5:19, he wrote, can you call me? No, I'm on the plane, I wrote. At 5:20, I wrote, is she dying? My dad didn't respond for 4 minutes. I wrote again, did she die? I waited, then his reply arrived. She passed on a few minutes ago, honey. Didn't want to tell you by text, but I'm worried it's going to hit the papers. I love you so much. I'm really sorry to tell you like this. I don't want you to be blindsided when you get off the plane. My father was my mom's biggest protector throughout the whole life, adult life. She had many friends that came and went, but he was from there. But he was there from when she was 17 until the moment she died. He was the last person with her. So let's talk about that. Would Danny have had the right to do the do not resuscitate? Because Riley certainly didn't say, hey, pull the plug.
So this is the bit we're trying to get to, isn't it, guys?
She didn't sign an order. She didn't even get to see her mom. It says the family. Was it Priscilla? Was it Danny?
Is this on the right book?
Here's a couple things we know. Priscilla was caught off guard. She thought she was going to get a lot of money when Priscilla passed, and when Lisa passed. You know.
And this is what Brigitte Kruse is saying.
Whatever that was going to be, if she was still around. She thought she was part of it. Turns out she wasn't. She sued to get money. She sued Riley to get money that she felt she deserved. There's a big...
Yeah, I mean, they say sued. It's not as simple as that, but she definitely, I think, using her lawyer, tried to go against the amendments. But then very quickly there was negotiating with Riley Keir. Yeah.
Big mess in the press. Danny's family is one of the founding members of Scientology. He's a big part of Scientology, or his family has been. I don't know enough details. I'm certainly not there in person. Just things I've heard, right? Things y'all have heard. Did he give the order? Did he sign the order to do not resuscitate?
Well, that's another question. Another question, isn't it, guys? Okay, was it possibly Danny? And he has a point about Scientology. I've heard that Danny likes to distance himself from Scientology. Is that true? I don't know, guys.
Or was it Priscilla? Or was it both? Because it certainly was not Riley. Riley put it in the book. She's asking, you know, what's going on? In a plane over Death Valley, getting close to LA. I mean, an hour away. So
she's an hour away and it's all going on.
The fact that they didn't try to resuscitate her that second time didn't even allow Riley to say goodbye.
So is that true? Is it true that she wasn't allowed to resuscitate her a second time? Is that true?
And I don't know about Harper and family. I don't know. There's no talk about whether they were there. I assume they would be, right? I would assume they would be. But they couldn't sign an order. They're both under 18.
You know, like GB just said, you think they would have waited?
But it had to be Danny or Priscilla. And I don't know what... I mean, it's possible that Danny held the medical power of attorney. It's possible. But I would think...
So we still don't know who had power of attorney.
I think that Riley would have held the medical power of attorney. And I don't think it would be Priscilla. Love to find out. Regardless, this is the anniversary of Lisa's passing. I don't think Lisa would have wanted to pass away. I think that she would have wanted to live, to get healthier, to be there for her daughters, for her granddaughters.
I fully agree with that.
You know, Tupu. She was very young when she died in 2023. Born in 68. Passed away in 2023, 55 years old. Right? 58, 42. I'm sorry, 68. Yeah, it's 55.
Andrew, you asked, why is it not criminal investigation? Because then at the moment, it's just hearsay in Brigitte Kruse's little chess game of her lawsuit against Priscilla. That's why, because this is just Bridget. Bridget could say whatever she wants. It doesn't make it true. It doesn't mean it happened. Now, the other bit is obviously Joe at Raro's photos. He's discussing the ins and outs leading up to the death of poor Lisa Marie. We're all trying to work out, aren't we? Like, who had power of attorney? Was it Danny? Was it Riley? Was it Priscilla? Yeah, we're all trying to work out what happened, aren't we, guys?
And here we are, Elvis week. There's no Riley, Graceland to celebrate.
Right, so guys, thank you, Joe. So I've got another clip for you guys. We've got a few clips to play. Let me just let's see if we can. So we've got. Let's see if I can find it, guys. We're just trying to understand things, aren't we?
It's two front tires.
Okay.
Her last public appearance at this year's Golden Globes, just 2 days before her death. The morning she died, Lisa Marie had been complaining of severe abdominal pain.
Good morning, everyone. It looks like the Los Angeles County Medical Examiner has finally released their findings in regards to what caused Lisa Marie Presley's death. And it is a little bit of a surprise. And so I tried to aggregate all of the news articles and information that has come out surrounding this, break it down, and for us to get our heads around what exactly the medical condition was that caused her final passing. So the autopsy report states that Lisa Marie Presley passed away from a small bowel obstruction, and it was in the form of a strangulated small bowel caused by adhesions that developed after she had bariatric surgery or weight loss surgery. And this surgery was reported that she had about 2 years ago.
There are several different kinds. I have read Lisa Marie's autopsy report. She had the most advanced kind. Basically, you disconnect part of the intestines so you just don't absorb as much food, and that's how you get calorie restriction. So she had bypassed part of her intestines. They made a new connection between her stomach and her intestines. And the most common complication when you go inside the abdomen and do that kind of surgery is that scar tissue forms, and that's called adhesions. And occasionally, at any time in the future, when you've had this type of bypass bariatric surgery, those adhesions can block parts of the small intestine and cause what's called a small bowel obstruction. And that can lead to a process, if it goes on long enough, called strangulation, where the intestines actually died. And that's what happened to her. And what's really scary is 915 centimeters, which means 30 feet of her small intestines had died before she made it.
What the report stated was for months she had complained of abdominal pain, fevers, vomiting, nausea, and with all of this, she did not seek medical attention. It does sort of explain her appearance at the Golden Globes. When we saw her 2 days before she passed away, she looked gaunt. She looked just a general malaise, unhealthy. She was staggering. And also I noticed that she was wearing like a longer dress that may have covered a distended stomach that the report said that she had when she arrived at the hospital. And so in that sense, it said that she had not only a severely distended abdomen, but also severe metabolic acidosis. And metabolic acidosis is the buildup of acid in the kidney. And this is when your bodily fluids contain too much acid, or that your body is either not getting rid of enough acid or is making too much acid. And so basically your body is not balancing the acid in your system, which is life-threatening. The morning of her passing, she had complained, and it was reported that she had abdominal pain. Her housekeeper found her unresponsive in the bathroom. Now, at the time, she had been living with Danny Keogh in his home, and this was after the passing of Benjamin. Danny Keogh was Benjamin's father, her ex-husband. She had been living with him because it was too hard for her to live at the home that she lived in with Benjamin. Anyhow, he had been dropping off the kids at school. When he returned, he found the housekeeper with Lisa Marie and trying to resuscitate her. They called 911.
I mean, guys, this is quite disturbing, but I think we should play it.
Okay, sir. Listen, paramedics are already on the way. They need to get in there.
He started doing CPR. The paramedics arrived. They took over CPR. They gave her a shot of epinephrine. When she arrived at the hospital, TMZ reported that she suffered another heart attack and was pronounced brain dead and was put on life support and in a
So I wonder if we'll get any information from this bit, guys.
medically induced coma. So at the time, the family then signed do not resuscitate.
So she says the family. This is the bit. The family. It's too broad, isn't it? We want a person.
Order.
So if Riley is up in the air, if she's in an aeroplane, it could have been. It definitely could have been Priscilla, couldn't it?
In case she flatlined again, and unfortunately, she was pronounced dead soon after.
That was a very rapid time course, and that's a bit unusual. Usually if someone is in the hospital with this sort of thing, they can even go back in and operate, do something to relieve that blockage. But she had progressed so far, it sounds like, by the time she got to the hospital, that she passed away. So it can happen, but these blockages as a result of scar tissue, but the idea that they lead to death, especially that quickly, that was more unusual. So it's really sad situation that unfolded there.
And as far as the toxicology and anything that they found in her system, there was oxycodone in her system. There was an opioid that.
So, I don't really need to go into all that, the bit I was trying to find is who was the family member.
In regards to these drugs, in order to gain control of her weight, oxycodone that she was taking, and subsequently a cardiac arrest. So, very sad news, different than what we expected.
Okay, so, right, what I wanted to, are they here, are they?
I got 10.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, so what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to read the Priscilla's lawyer, and what she is saying. Okay, so let's. Marty. Is it Marty Singer? Let's have a look. Got to find it first, mate. If you do go in, Laura, I'll meet you in there. Okay. Right, so right, let's get it up, guys. Okay, let's our researcher has sent me quite a good link, and I've looked at the response from the lawyer. Yeah. So can you guys, let me just see if you guys can see it. Yeah, you can see it. Make it a bit bigger. Now, I wonder if it gives his name. So the lawsuit goes on to detail 16 causes of auction, including fraud, conversion, and various forms of breach of contract between Priscilla Presley and the plaintiff, which include Brigitte, Kruse, Kevin Fialco, and the business entities they had created to promote Priscilla's name, image, and likeness. Priscilla's attorney, Marty Singer, gave the Daily Mail an extensive response to the filing of the lawsuit. So here goes, guys. Marty Singer, Priscilla's lawyer. This is his response, I think, late last night. Yeah? So just want to make sure, can everyone hear me okay? You can all hear me okay, yeah, guys? Because I want to read this, make sure you can hear me. Give us a yay, gay. What are you looking for? You got what, his teddy bear or your Tina, do you want wallet's here?
Daddy's got it.
And your car if you need it.
Gonna put some hot.
Okay, I might come and visit you maybe, but only if Mum goes, right? Right. Yep, you hear me good. Right, so here we go. The Marty Singer. Priscilla's attorney, Marty Singer, gave the Daily Mail an extensive response to the filing of the lawsuit. This is without doubt one of the most shameful, ridiculous, salacious, meritless lawsuit I have seen in my practice. This is nothing more than a sad and vicious attempt to falsely tarnish the reputation of an 80-year-old woman in blatant retaliation for bringing a lawsuit to redress the wrongful conduct of Brigitte Kruse, Kevin Fialco, and their conspirators. And it could be, this is what I'm trying to say to you guys, that may be true, or that could be bullshit. Couldn't it? We don't know. This, I know many of you, that obviously are very upset, very angry, people that hate Priscilla, want me to go, yes, Priscilla is a killer. I can't do that. I can't do that. We have to go, what is Brigitte Kruse up to? What is she up to? What is she trying to do? She's losing her lawsuit. She's losing it. She stands to lose tens of millions of pounds. She faces bankruptcy if this goes wrong. Her little game didn't work out with saying that there's a secret grandchild, did it? It's been forgotten about, like it was never said. The problem with these lawsuits is you can say what you want. It doesn't make it evidence. It doesn't have to be proved. It's hearsay. He said, she said. He said, she said this, she said that. Priscilla said, I'm the queen of Graceland. Priscilla said, I want to control Graceland. Do you get it? In lawsuits, you can say what you want because it's not a criminal case. This is the problem. So this is why I'm very unsure about what's happening here with Brigitte and with Priscilla. I'm not ready to say Priscilla signed a DNR to end the life of Priscilla. I'm not ready to say any of that yet because we want to know all the facts. Don't forget, I'm definitely not ready to say the reason Priscilla signed the DNR or turned off the machine is because she wanted to be the queen of Graceland and to be in control of Graceland. Get it? It's too much. Now, I'm not saying it's not true. I'm saying we have to prove it. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that this is too serious to just go, yes, everything Brigitte Kruse says is true. Brigitte Kruse has been naughty. Brigitte Kruse helped Priscilla do wrong. There's a possibility that Brigitte and Priscilla were up to no good concerning auction items, concerning going against Lisa Marie's wishes. Allegedly, for entertainment purposes, not a fact, just opinions. So, guys, if we're going to be a credible show, we have to try and be unbiased, even though actually we are biased because we all love Lisa. We all love Elvis. Yeah. But we have to try. Otherwise, we're just repeating hateful bullshit. Yeah. And I won't be that. So let's keep reading it. Kruse and her co-conspirators are now on their fourth different set of lawyers in this dispute. And this is a disgusting publicity stunt. It could be. This could be a publicity stunt. It could be, guys. Let's not be easily taken in. Yeah. What do you think? Put it in the comments. Do any of you think this is a publicity stunt? Try and take away the fact that you hate Priscilla and ask yourself, based on the lawsuit between Brigitte and Priscilla, large amounts of money. There's a counter-sue as well, don't forget. Is this a publicity stunt? Is this Brigitte's way of trying to control Priscilla? Is it Bridget's way of trying to scare Priscilla down, scare Priscilla into a settlement, or to ending the lawsuit, shutting down the lawsuit? What's happening here? We know that Bridget is prepared to say that Elvis has a secret grandchild to get her way, yeah? But that has been forgotten about. Never mentioned again. Get it? So we have to be careful, guys. We have to be. Right, 1 second. That's right, Amy sent me a video of Jerry Schilling. Amy Collett, she's at Elvis Week, yeah? I think she's actually with Rhonda. I'm going to play that video, but later, guys. So, by new counsel, as evidenced by the fact the complaint and press release was sent to the press before the complaint was served, accusing a grieving mother of contributing to her daughter's death is not savvy advocacy. It is malicious character assassination and should be broadly condemned. These fabricated claims have absolutely no validity, and we are confident this case will be dismissed. And it could be. It could be, because if a judge sits there and says, this is ridiculous, he may say, prove it. He may say, prove it. If Bridget is forced to prove it, then it could become a criminal case. Do we agree with that, guys? Couldn't it? Our client, Priscilla Presley, filed a complaint over a year ago in which she alleges that she was victim of a concerted effort by Brigitte Kruse and Kevin Fialco, among others, to isolate her from her trusted advisors and dupe her into signing a series of agreements which Kruse contends she gave them a majority interest in the Presley's own name, image and likeness in perpetuity, and that the purportedly required Presley to get their permission before even accepting any offer of employment. Now, I will say this, guys. Again, I'm trying to be fair. Priscilla signed away her life. She signed away her life. She signed away power of attorney, even for her health, even for her bank accounts. It's pretty out there, isn't it? People don't normally go that far with power of attorney. They'll sign power of attorney after my death, things like that. Not full power of attorney of all my bank accounts, of all my decisions. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Okay? So, yeah, so I think that's it. Yeah, that was the response. Now, I've been sent a very good by our researcher. Let me get it up. Let's see if I can get it up a minute. So has Brigitte joined us? But has she joined us or not? Brigitte, are you here? Sorry. Da-da-da. Right. So Brigitte, are you here? I can't see it. Sorry, guys. All right. Hi, Brigitte. Right. Okay. Now, Brigitte, do you wanna comment? Because right. So Brigitte, do you want to comment? You're welcome to comment. Does anyone want to ask Brigitte any questions? Well, I think the big question for Brigitte is very simple. Yeah. Are you telling the truth? Are you saying that Priscilla, like a premeditated decision to not allow them to resuscitate her, yeah, a DNR, whatever you call it, turning off of the machine. Are you saying that Priscilla intentionally stopped them from resuscitating her, yeah, so that she could be the Queen of Graceland, so she can keep power of Graceland? That's the question, isn't it, guys? That is the question. I don't think Bridgette's going to join us. I think she might have just hit the comment button by mistake. Now, Brigitte, I don't hate you, Brigitte. I want you to understand. I don't hate you. You've always been polite to me. But I think This is just my opinion for entertainment purposes. This is just an entertainment show. We're just sharing opinions, no facts. We're having a discussion on YouTube. I think, yeah, that there's a very, very scary lawsuit happening. I think at the moment things are not going well for you. And I think there's a possibility here that you're playing chess. You're playing chess to try and get a reaction from Priscilla, to maybe to make her back down, back off, maybe to make her end the lawsuit, maybe to make her settle. Do I think Priscilla intentionally wanted Lisa Marie to die so that she could have power of Graceland? That's the question all the fans will be discussing, yeah, based on what's been going on, yeah? All of the fans will be going, oh my God, is Priscilla capable of ending the life of her daughter, Lisa Marie, preventing her daughter from being resuscitated? That's the question. So I don't think, guys, to be honest with you, I don't think that Brigitte Kruse is allowed to respond, because it's obviously there's a lawsuit going on. So she's obviously watching us. So the thing I'm trying to do on my show, I don't want to just be the channel that attacks and hates on Priscilla and says, yes, it happened because Brigitte Kruse mentions it in the lawsuit. It happened. It's truth. It's evidence. I don't want to be that show. I want to be the show that is trying to understand what's going on. Yeah. So I do accept it is possible. It is possible that Priscilla did it, isn't it? It's possible. She stood there and went, I'm the queen of Graceland. I want power. I want to control everything, which is probably true anyway. I would say behind closed door, definitely Priscilla wants to have control again, tried to get control when she went against the amendments with Riley, with the help of Brigitte, by the way. I do think Priscilla wanted control. Do I think Priscilla was prepared to end the life of her daughter sooner to get control? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know if Priscilla could be that evil, that nasty. I can't say it's not possible. Can't say that. Yeah. Now with now do I think Brigitte is capable of using the lawsuit as a way, as leverage to a bit of scare tactics to make Priscilla back down and back off? Yeah, I do. And I'll tell you why I do. Because of the story with the fake grandchild, you know, the alleged secret grandchild, which was never proven. It wasn't it, guys? When Brigitte Kruse said there's a secret grandchild, it was never proven. So, hi guys. There's not really, I think I've said enough for this part. So I want to go on and do a part 3. Where are we? So on part 3, let me tell you what I'm going to do. One of my researchers sent me something. Let's have a look. Now, remember, Brigitte, I know you're watching. I will try and be as fair as possible, but I am going to be fair to both of you. I'm going to be fair to Brigitte Kruse. I'm going to be fair to Priscilla. Remember, I'm not on Priscilla's side, yeah? If anything, I lean more towards Brigitte. If I'm going to be helpful to someone, I'd rather be helpful to Brigitte Kruse, yeah? Because I'm upset with Priscilla, yeah? Priscilla has done some serious wrongdoing. But to be a Defending Elvis channel, a YouTube channel, that tries to be unbiased in the way of what is the truth, I have to look at both stories. I have to look at Brigitte's side of things. I have to look at Priscilla's side of things. And so, you know, Brigitte, you can comment if you want. I don't think you're going to. Maybe you can do an indirect comment that doesn't directly affect the lawsuit. Yeah. So, Brigitte, I don't think you're a bad person. I just think you're in a very difficult dilemma with Priscilla, because she's almost, in some ways, she is unbeatable, isn't she? Because she has a lot of experience. She has a big legal team behind her. She's great at lying. She's great at lying, isn't she? So I know how you feel, Brigitte. I know lawsuits are hell. They are hell. But I just think that if there's a bit of game playing here, if there's a game being played here to give the impression that Priscilla tried to end Lisa's life sooner, prevent her being resuscitated, that's big. That's a real low blow. That's a very, very low blow. If you're trying to get a reaction from Priscilla, trying to scare Priscilla's legal team, trying to bring things to a settlement, yeah, it's a low blow. If you're not telling the truth, it's a very low blow. This thing of oh, I'm the Queen of Graceland, I want to control Graceland. I think that's the sort of thing Priscilla would say anyway, to be honest with you. I think that is what Priscilla wanted when you started negotiating with Riley Q. That doesn't mean she wanted her to die sooner and stop her being resuscitated. Yeah. So, anyway, so I was sent by a researcher. Let's have a look. So I was sent by a researcher, quite a detailed breakdown. Let's see if I can find it, guys. Okay, yeah, so a couple of you have messaged me that Brigitte joined us. So, and she gives us a little smiley face. She's watching us, which is great. So it gives her the opportunity to talk to us and give her side of the story. Because in a weird way, I'm actually sticking up for you because I'm giving you the opportunity to have your say. Even though I want to expose Priscilla. I want to expose her for all the wrongdoing. I'm not happy with many, many, many things that Priscilla has done. Yeah. So is it the one thing I'm interested in? Will it go to TV? Will the news companies put it on TV? I know that it's all over the different press companies. There's loads. Right, here we go. Oh, there we are. So Bridget's here. Hi, Bridget. You sort of listen. Please know, Bridget, I don't have anything against you. I don't dislike you. I've never disliked you. I've always found you very polite and friendly. I don't have it in for you, but I do. I'm just trying to get to the truth. That's all. I'm trying to understand the lawsuits. I just think there's a bit of chess playing going on. There's a bit moving chess pieces. Yeah, I think you're in a very complicated lawsuit. I can see why you feel wronged because Priscilla, I do believe that Priscilla just changed her mind. Honestly, I do believe that Priscilla just changed her mind and reneged on the contracts and ghosted you. I 100% believe that. But I just think that the way you're trying to get a reaction from Priscilla isn't really working. It's not working. Do you honestly believe that Priscilla... Can I just ask a simple question? Do you honestly believe that Priscilla would stop them resuscitating Lisa? Do you believe that? Because that is the big, isn't that the big question? Yeah, I saw Karen, yeah. But isn't that the big question? Isn't that, guys, is that the big question? Did Priscilla sign a DNR to stop them retrying to resuscitate Lisa Marie? Or some are saying, unplug it. That's the question. Is that the question? Does everyone... Please tell me, everyone, is that the question you want asked? Right, I was trying to get this thing up, but we're going to have to, the truth sets you free. Please review court documents and evidence submitted. That's all I can say. Yeah, and I do have it. Bridget, I've had it all sent to me, but it's a lot of reading. I do have a shortened version of it. So, Bridget, I do have a shortened version of the court documents. So I'm going to read that out. Yeah. But what I want to do is I need a break. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is let's have a look. So this was sent to me just now. Okay. This is Tony Ortega's shortened version. I'm going to read Tony Ortega's. He's got the summary of the case. So Bridget, I'm going to read that. Yeah, but I need to stop for 10 minutes and come back. So Bridget, I was going to read the summary of the case, and it has. Let me just tell you. It has. I think I got a feeling that that Shauna has read some of this. So it has 20. Let me just count them. It has 27 points. Bridget, I just want to say one thing to you. I've got the summary of the case. It's 27 points, and I'm going to read it out. Okay? Does that sound okay to you? I've already read out Priscilla's lawyer's response to your lawsuit. Yeah? That's my plan in 10 minutes, guys. What do you reckon? Do you want me to read it? That's 27 points. Do I get a thumbs up from Brigitte Kruse? Come on. I will try. And Bridget, I promise you, I will try and be as fair as possible. Bridget, I promise I will be as fair as possible. I don't dislike you, Bridget. I actually quite like you. You've always been nice to me. So, do we get a thumbs up? Let's get a thumbs up from Bridget, and I'll come back in 10 minutes, and I will read the 27 points of Tony Ortega's summary of the lawsuit. Good. Thank you. Right, guys, I need a cup of tea. I'm like, whew, this is all too much. So thank you, Bridget. I do appreciate it. Right, 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Go and have a break. Go and have a 10-minute break, and I'll be back. I'll put the link up, and we're going to read all 27 points. And I will be as fair as I can, okay? Promise. Right, as Bridget says, promise. Okay, guys, thank you. Love you all, guys. Thank you, Bridget, and thank you to everyone. Thank you so much.